So this is part 2 of our series of taking the content that you've created and how you can promote it to bring in more prospective patients into your practice. So last week, if you haven't seen part 1, make sure to jump back in, whether you're on our YouTube channel or maybe on one of our pages, so you can see part 1 of this. But this is part 2 of 15 ideas. So we're going to start off on part number 8 today. Let me add this to the stream here and jump in. So again, we're going over 15 great ideas for promoting your content to drive leads. And again, as I said last week, leads is from a sales perspective in our world of healthcare business. It means new patient prospects. We want to help you bring in more new patient prospects into your system. All right. So let's jump into this a little bit more here. Number 8 is what we call creating a trigger-based call to action. So if you go to one of our sites, grro.co, so grow.co, you can scroll down the page, and all of a sudden as you go to scroll off, you're going to get this trigger pop. What that means, it's an exit pop. So on your website, what you can do, and or if you have landing pages, which means you might have some offers that are out there, what you can do is create an exit pop. When somebody goes to leave, it's a great way to do that. So static calls to action can be effective, but it's even more effective to display a call to action based on behavior. A trigger call to action can pop up when a visitor has been on your page more than 5 minutes, when they've read more than 50% of your content, or when they're about to leave your page without opting in. And that's what that page on grow.co will do. So if you go to grro.co, you will be able to see what an exit pop is live and in action. Another one is encourage social sharing. So anytime you have social posting, you want to make sure you're asking people to share that for you. One of the easiest ways to get your content in front of more people that could convert into potential patients is to encourage the current visitors to share it on social media. It's always easy from a Facebook perspective or an Instagram perspective and even Twitter to get that to be shared, but adding share buttons and embedded tweets is easy. Both can be done with a free plugin on your site, especially if you're using WordPress, and your visitors will start to do the rest for you. So they've got a place that they just scroll over the top that says share. They can click on it. It'll either go directly to Twitter or it'll go directly out to Facebook as well. Or you could go add to other places as well. It just depends on how you want that to show. Number 10 is make a video that sells. And yes, the word sell is in there, but if you understand, we must sell in healthcare. You have to sell them on the fact that they need it. And video is a great way in which you can do that. Landing pages with video convert at a higher rate than pages without video. You don't need to spend a lot to create a memorable sales video, which you can post on your landing pages. Again, video helps convert the people that are on your site to potentially becoming new patients. And even on your website, this is a little side note, even on your website, you should have a video that's there, whether it's simply an introduction video, whether it's a walkthrough video of you stepping outside of your clinic, walking into your clinic. It works for a couple of purposes. Number one, it works from an SEO standpoint. When somebody lands on your page, whether they're there on a mobile device or they are there on a laptop or desktop, if they click on that video and watch it, Google will reward that website and give it a higher search ranking because people came to it and stuck instead of leaving after 3, 7, 10 seconds. So that's a great way to do it. Again, whether it's an introduction to you and your staff, an introduction about yourself, or a walkthrough from the clinic, a video on your homepage is a great way to do this. But if you have content, as we talked about last week, whether you treat pregnant moms, if you have content that's specifically about that, you can create a small little video. And even jumping back to the previous point, it could be a pop-up exit that's there. It says, do you want to see our last week's video on X, Y, and Z, or it's on ankle injuries? They can click up on that pop-up as well. Number 11, sticking with videos, create a YouTube pre-roll ad if you want. So this is unique. Not everybody's comfortable doing this, but it's a great way in which you can start to generate more new patient prospects for your practice. You know, the video that ads appear before most YouTube videos, and I'm sure you may have seen them, but you can create that your own. You create a simple ad and pay to have it appear before videos that are related to the keywords you choose. So it could be keywords such as the city that you live in, such as the services that you offer, or such as the injuries that you may be specializing in, injuries and or conditions. So somebody watching a video on soccer may see, you can get an ad to pop up in front of them that talks about knee injuries or concussions or ankle injuries. Anything of that nature, you can get what's called a pre-roll ad to pop up there for you. Link emails to your content. So this is very simplistic. This asks me to ask you, are you currently emailing your list often? Hopefully at least once a month. You should be reaching out as a touch point via email at least one time a month to your current as well as prospective patients. And email is a great way for you to share your content inside of there. So do your emails have a signature at the bottom? And the signature can be taking them back to your website, or it can say most recent blog post, click here. If so, you can simply update yours to include a link to the content offer you want to promote. If you don't have a signature, you can add one with an email provider that uses it and include the link inside of it. Number 12 is email your database. Like I just said shortly a bit ago, you want to make sure that you're getting this information out in front of them quite often. Another quick and easy way is to let your existing subscribers know about your content is to email them with a link to your landing page. So whatever that offer that you may be promoting, or whatever the most recent content that you created from a blog post, every single week, if you create a new piece of content, should have the link to your new content goes out in that email. You can use the email to encourage them to download the offer and share it with their friends as well. If you have something of a giveaway, you can use it to create more content buzz for yourself and for your practice. Number 13, you can boost a Facebook post. Now, yes, this is not optimal when it comes to Facebook marketing, but it's still something that you can do once a week. Put in $5 of ad spend, $15 of ad spend, a few dollars per day to get out that last post to the people in your surrounding community. It's much better if you do it with video, but if it is a piece of written and or typed content, it's a great way to do it. So you, as well, you probably know that Facebook, the algorithms with Facebook, to break it down simply, if you have 100 followers on your page, you have to look at a 10% rule that only 10% of those people see the post that goes out there. So it's a better way in which you can promote that post or that content if you actually do a boost to that post, but it's much better if you have a Facebook business manager that helps you do that along the way. So because of that algorithm, it's difficult for the follower to see you. So if you have a marketing budget, it's a better way to get it in front of a bigger market share in your community. Something that's a tip here that you could look at is create a lookalike audience to reach people who might not otherwise see your content. If you're not sure what lookalike audiences are, feel free to reach out to us. But it's a great way in which you can start to get people that are similar to who you have currently in your practice or on your list, to get it in front of those people that don't know anything about you. Number 14, partner with other practices. This is sometimes something that people don't choose to do because of competitive nature, but there really is no competition because nobody does exactly what you do, or at least I hope they don't. A lot of times local practices share patients in common. So again, a chiropractor to a chiropractor and or a physical therapist to a physical therapist is sometimes a stretch. But if you only treat Medicare patients and every once in a while you have sports injuries, it's great to mix and or mingle. Or if you don't do any rehab techniques, find a great physical therapist in your community. And if you're a physical therapist that doesn't perform manipulations, find a great chiropractor in your community. Or if you're a PT and a chiropractor and you don't have a massage therapist, find a massage therapist in your community to share content and partner with. Just make sure to put the agreement in writing so that all parties understand their responsibilities and commitments. Number 15, get industry influencers to link to your content. Most people think that when you hear about influencer marketing, it's almost always about big celebrities, and it doesn't have to be. You have celebrities at a small stage in your community. You just want to find out who they are and get to know them and have them share your content. Somebody's in your industry or your niche with a decent social media following can do for your practice a lot of good mentioning you in their content. So potentially you could barter services if they'll link for share information or content or give you a promotion in that. But seek out influencers and work out a deal to have them promote your content to their followers. But the point of all of this is promoting your content, generating leads or new prospective patients into your practice doesn't need to be difficult, and it doesn't need to cost much money either. So the idea is here to help you jumpstart your lead generation and grow your practice this year. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. I want to thank you again for paying attention to this video where we discussed 15. Actually, today we discussed 8 through 15. The previous week, we went through the first 7. So it'd be great if you go over both of those videos. And as I've said before, if you are a private practice healthcare business owner and you're looking for ways to create more content, or if you're looking for ways in which you want to actually help promote the content you've already created, and you're not sure how to do that, just put below here the word content. If you're seeing this on one of our landing pages, you probably have a link on there that says you can click here like a call to action we talked about in the previous video. It's a call to action for you to fill out a small little form or a survey for us, and we'll be back in touch with you. We really want to see private practice healthcare owners like yourself grow and scale to the level in which you desire and you truly deserve. So as we always say, we want to help you achieve success on so many levels. Thank you again for your time. We will see you next week here with Practice Insider's Edge. Take care. Have a great day.